Imagine two of the most powerful forces in nature, severe thunderstorms and sudden devastating flash floods, colliding in the same place at the same time. It's a rare and dangerous combination, one that can turn an ordinary day into a life-threatening emergency in a matter of minutes. These are the moments when the weather becomes not just a backdrop, but the main event, demanding our full attention and respect. On one side, you have explosive storms unleashing their fury, damaging winds that can topple trees and power lines, hailstones pelting rooftops and cars, and tornadoes carving unpredictable paths through neighborhoods. The sky darkens, thunder roars, and the air itself seems charged with electricity. On the other, flash floods strike with little warning, transforming familiar streets into raging rivers. Water rises rapidly, submerging cars and sweeping away anything in its path. In just minutes, a safe road can become impassable and homes can be threatened by the relentless surge. This isn't a scene from a disaster movie, it's a real unfolding scenario that's happening right now across parts of the South. Emergency responders are on high alert, and families are watching the skies, hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. When these two threats overlap, the risks don't just add up, they multiply. The very place you seek shelter from a tornado, like a basement or a low-lying room, could quickly become a trap if floodwaters invade. It's a terrifying dilemma. Where do you go when danger comes from both above and below? It's a true meteorological battle, hostile skies overhead and relentless water rising from below. The environment becomes unpredictable and every decision counts. Our mission is to help you understand these risks so you can make the right choices to protect yourself and your loved ones. Preparation starts with awareness, knowing what to expect, and having a plan in place before the storm hits. This week, a powerful weather system is brewing, threatening millions across the South with the potential for both severe storms and flash flooding. Meteorologists are tracking its every move, and newsrooms are working around the clock to keep communities informed. The ingredients are coming together for widespread impacts, stretching from bustling cities to quiet rural towns. No area is immune, everyone in the path needs to be ready. Conditions can change in an instant. One moment, it's just cloudy. The next, tornado sirens are blaring and flood alerts are lighting up your phone. Staying alert and responding quickly can make all the difference. This is a time for action, not complacency. Prepare your emergency kits, review your family's safety plan, and help your neighbors get ready. Small steps now can save lives later. Knowledge is your best defense. We'll break down the science behind these storms, explain the threats in clear terms, and guide you through the steps you need to take to stay safe. Together, we can face these challenges head-on. By staying informed, prepared, and looking out for one another, we can help our communities weather this storm safely and come out stronger on the other side. The bullseye for this dangerous setup is the southern U.S., a region known for its vibrant culture and history, now bracing for a severe weather event. The storm's path stretches from eastern Texas through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and into western Georgia and Tennessee, covering a vast area with millions of residents. Major cities like New Orleans, Jackson, Birmingham, and Memphis are in the crosshairs, each with its own unique challenges in facing the storm. The threat begins tonight, intensifies overnight, and continues in waves through Friday, making it crucial for residents to stay informed and prepared. Nighttime storms are especially dangerous. Tornadoes are deadlier after dark, and flash floods are harder to see, posing a significant risk to those caught unaware. This isn't a quick event. Multiple rounds of storms could hit the same areas, compounding flooding and increasing the potential for damage and disruption. The Gulf Coast faces torrential rain, with the potential for significant flooding along coastal highways and low-lying areas. Meanwhile, inland hills and valleys are primed for flash floods, where water can rush through rural landscapes with little warning. Urban areas like Memphis are at risk. Concrete and poor drainage can turn streets into rivers fast, stranding vehicles and endangering lives. Everyone in the danger zone needs a way to get alerts day or night. Check your weather radio, enable phone alerts, and stay tuned to local news for updates. Having a family plan is essential. Discuss emergency procedures, prepare an emergency kit, and ensure everyone knows what to do if the worst happens. The atmosphere is charged. Now is the time to pay attention and be ready to act. Stay safe, stay informed, and take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and your loved ones. Let's break down the first threat: severe thunderstorms. These storms can bring large hail, damaging winds and tornadoes, all possible with this system. Powerful updrafts create hail big enough to shatter windows and dent cars. Straight-line winds can be as destructive as weak tornadoes, knocking down trees and power lines. Power outages are common. Imagine losing electricity while facing floods. Tornadoes are the most feared. The South is primed for supercells, rotating storms that can spawn tornadoes, often hidden by rain or darkness. Nighttime tornadoes are especially dangerous. Always have multiple ways to get warnings. Even weaker tornadoes can level homes in seconds. Take every warning seriously. When one is issued, get to your safe place immediately. That means a basement, interior room, or community shelter. Don't wait to see the storm. Act fast. Your safety depends on it. Now, the second threat. Flash flooding. Unlike slow river floods, flash floods strike in minutes, triggered by intense rain that overwhelms the ground and drains. 6 inches of moving water can knock you down. A foot can float a car. The deadliest mistake? Driving into floodwaters. Turn around, don't drown saves lives. Urban areas are especially vulnerable. Concrete sends water rushing into streets and underpasses. Basements and ground floor apartments are at high risk. Be ready to move to higher ground. Slow-moving storms can train over the same area, dumping inches of rain per hour. Once the ground is saturated, every drop becomes dangerous runoff. This is how catastrophic flash floods happen. Entire neighborhoods can be underwater in minutes. Don't underestimate the speed and power of flash floods. Why is this happening now? What's causing such a dramatic and dangerous weather setup in the southern United States at this very moment? The answer lies in a perfect storm of atmospheric ingredients coming together in just the right way to create chaos. It's a classic southern U.S. battle. A powerful cold front surges down from the plains, colliding head-on with a blanket of warm, moisture-laden air streaming north from the Gulf of Mexico. This clash of air masses is a recipe for trouble, and it's playing out right now across the region. The cold front acts like a massive wedge, bulldozing its way into the warm air. As it advances, it forces the lighter, moisture-rich air to rise rapidly. This rising motion is the spark that ignites the atmosphere, providing the fuel needed for explosive thunderstorm development. Right now, Gulf waters are near their peak warmth for the season, pumping even more moisture into the air. This extra humidity supercharges the storms, making them even more intense and unpredictable. When the cold front finally arrives, it acts like a trigger, forcing all that warm, moist air upward in a hurry. The result? A sudden release of energy that powers severe thunderstorms, some of which can grow to enormous heights in just minutes. The outcome is dramatic. Towering cumulonimbus clouds, hailstones the size of golf balls, and even tornadoes spinning down from the sky. These storms are not just impressive, they're dangerous. What makes this situation even more concerning is the slow movement of the entire system. Instead of racing through, the front is crawling, barely making progress. This means storms can linger over the same area for hours, dumping relentless rain and increasing the risk of flooding with every passing minute. As long as the Gulf continues to feed moisture into the system, these storms will keep regenerating one after another, pounding the same communities again and again. That's the recipe for extreme rainfall totals and life-threatening flash floods, putting lives and property at risk across the region. Ultimately, it all comes down to the violent collision of air masses and the stubbornness of this slow-moving front, refusing to budge. With the atmosphere primed and the ingredients in place, the setup is truly primed for disaster, demanding vigilance and preparation from everyone in its path. We can't ignore the role of climate change in events like this. A warmer world holds more moisture, about 7% more per degree Celsius. That means storms today have more fuel, leading to heavier rain and higher flood risk. Training storms are more dangerous when each cell drops more rain. What was once a moderate flood can now be catastrophic. Our infrastructure was built for the past, not this new normal. Warmer Gulf waters add even more energy, making storms intensify faster. Climate change didn't cause this storm, but it's making these events more extreme and unpredictable. Preparation and resilience are more important than ever. The impacts go far beyond weather charts. They hit our homes, safety, and routines. Tornadoes force families to shelter in closets. Floods can force evacuations in minutes. The emotional and financial toll is immense. Damaged homes, ruined belongings, and long-term recovery. Power outages, flooded roads, and closed businesses disrupt entire communities. Vulnerable populations, low-income, elderly, disabled, face even greater risks. Community preparedness is vital. check on neighbors, ensure shelters are accessible, and get warnings to everyone. The ripple effects can last for months or years. Severe weather exposes and worsens existing inequalities. That's why resilience and support matter most. Preparation is your best defense. Have multiple ways to get weather warnings. NOAA radio, phone alerts, trusted apps. When a warning comes, act immediately. Don't wait to see the storm. Build an emergency kit. Water, food, flashlight, batteries, first aid, medications, and important documents in a waterproof bag. Prepare a go bag for quick evacuation. Know your safe place, lowest level, interior room for tornadoes, higher ground for floods. Never shelter from a tornado in a flood-prone area. Turn around, don't drown, never drive into floodwaters. If water rises around your car, get out and move to higher ground. Stay off roads during the storm's peak. Your caution and quick action save lives. Review your plan with your family now. Preparation is power. As this storm targets the south, vigilance is key. Weather can change in moments. Stay informed and ready. Keep your phone charged, weather radio on, and safety plan in mind. Meteorologists and emergency managers are working non-stop, but your first defense is personal preparedness. Check on neighbors, especially those needing extra help. Respect the weather, have a plan and act fast when warnings come. Every step you take, emergency kit, family plan, safe shelter, protects lives. Storms pass, but your actions now ensure your family and community stay safe. Stay tuned, take every warning seriously, and make smart choices. Together, we can weather this storm and emerge stronger.